We're going to have a look at another model kit here. This one's kind of interesting from Modelsvit, which Modelsvit, like everything they do is kind of interesting, but we'll have a look at this one here. It's in 1/48 scale. It is the An-196, and I think it's the Liutyi. I'm not sure how to pronounce it really. I have no idea, but you can see here our box art, and most of it is in Ukrainian. Obviously it's a Ukrainian produced kit, and on the side here our box or our catalog number is going to be 4825, and on the back it gives us you get a couple of options. I guess you get like the demo version, the sort of like the prototype thing, and then the actual serial production one, which is pretty cool. And then you can see the stand here. I'm not sure if these decals are separate from the other one, but obviously we're gonna have a look. And so you do get the little stand and everything, and it seems like pretty decently detailed considering the size of these things. So we will have a look at it here. Here's our side view. Get it out. And even for 1/48 scale, this thing's actually a pretty decent size. You can see it here in our bags. I like how Modelsvit, they put them in these like resealable like Ziploc quality bags. You don't have to like tear them open or do anything like, you know, discard the bag. You can actually put them back in their package after you've looked at them, or, you know, for long-term storage, which is really nice. We'll go over the instructions first. Pretty simple. Obviously, for what the subject is, it's not going to have too many parts, but we've got our sprues and our stand there and our decal sheet and even the little photo etch sheet there. And it's calling out for Mr. Color and AK colors. So we'll open her up here. And you even get, which is really, really neat, you get masks for the wheels. That is really awesome. For such a basic, simple little kit, you actually get masks for the wheels. So thank you to them for that. And then you've got your, whether you're going to put it on the stand or, I mean, I guess we'll have to see how it actually plugs into the stand, because you might be able to just set this on the stand and take it off of its stand, but we'll see. And you do have actual movable flaps, or like ailerons, I guess I should say. That's pretty cool. And our main body and the engine. So the engine looks actually quite detailed. So where all your detail is really going to be, I guess, is in the engine. And then we got our main booms and everything, and on our stand. So that's pretty cool. I'm guessing you probably could leave the wings off of these. I'm not positive on the larger drones how they go together. Like sometimes they come in the kit and you just put the, like the real ones, you just put the wings on later, like after you transport them. So you might be able to just leave the wings off. So you can see how it's actually plugged in there. But anyways, so very basic steps, and we'll get into the kit itself now. Yeah, it looks pretty decently molded. I guess we'll go into this first here. Our little stand, we'll get it out. Yeah, so you got, this looks really decent. I mean, there seems to be a little bit of discharge from the molds on here, but it's actually very clear. I mean, it's clearer than some companies' canopies. Like, I mean, that is crystal clear. You should be able to see it on camera there. So, super nice stand. I really like this stand. I like it's not overly huge either. And our mask. So it's one of those vinyl masks. I don't like these masks, but for the wheels it might be okay. I hate when you have to, these vinyl ones, when you have to go over a curved surface, because they don't tend to stick that great. I like the Edward, like the tape style, but awesome that they included those. And on this side, we'll actually look at our decal. Well, we can see our photo etch piece. I mean, it's typical photo etch. It's just a couple of screens. See if we can get this guy out here. Also smart, they put a card in there so none of this stuff gets bent like during transportation, or if it gets crushed, like this will keep stuff rigid. So here's our decal. it looks pretty decent quality. This, like for people who are more into the mainstream brands, this actually reminds me of the Cartograph Italeri style of decal. It seems to be dull. Like it's a very dull, very, very nice decal. The carrier film is super minimal on here. Very sharp and crisp. I really like these decals. It doesn't say who made them. They're probably an in-house made thing, but they're really decent. So now we'll have a look at the actual kit, and it looks really good. I'm trying to see if there's any flash or anything on here. It doesn't look like it. It looks like there's only, I would probably wash these sprues definitely, because it looks like there's just a tiny bit of the mold discharge on there. Here's our wheels. You can see they're pretty decently done. And our propeller, it looks pretty good too. We'll flip it around. I mean, there's nothing on this side, I guess, so we'll go to the main body, and then here's our inside of the main body. I guess if you wanted to, you could probably open this up. Like looking at the top here where these like hatches are, you could probably open this up, and if a aftermarket company came out with like the details for the inside, the electronics and the warhead and stuff, that would be like just amazing. And the way this is, you could easily remove that piece because it's got really defined panel lines on it. But the panel lines look excellent. I mean, the panel lines, I would say, they're near perfect, I would say, because they're not overly deep, but they're like they would take a wash really good. You can see our various parts here. And it's too bad the piece on the back here wouldn't be movable, because the like you can have the ailerons there. But here's our body. I mean, this thing looks really great. And I'm not sure what this is, what that actually says. It's got like a sword in it and everything. I don't know what the purpose of this is, if that's a Modelsvit thing, or if that's I really don't know. If somebody knows, they can leave in the comments, like why that's written on it. If that's just the name of the aircraft or something, because I don't even recognize the lettering in there. Like it seems to be Cyrillic lettering, but I'm not sure. Anyways, just kind of interesting. This is the. I mean, this looks like an actually highly recommended kit, obviously. I'm going to probably build this one. It shouldn't take more than a couple days to build, and I'll probably have it up on my channel pretty soon. But this is the Modelsvit An-196. I think it's Liutyi. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, but it looks like a really great kit. And it's 1/48 scale. I believe they do have, I think, 72nd scale. I don't think they have a 35th scale one. But anyways, it looks great. I mean, it really does. This is a fantastic kit by Modelsvit. So other than that, thank you for watching.